What about the zeros?
But I just learned something today from the good old Mandalorian. Do you know who the main actor is? Do you know what other shows he's been on?
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I did
Thank
not
you,
know
Aiden. That was very helpful.
I did not know that. Except now, semi-spoiler, since they're getting more into more hand-to-hand stuff, it's starting to show. Because I'm like, hold on.
You're like, that? Wait, that?
Sorry, what are you guys talking about?
The new episode I've already watched. So
He's saying he's seen similar movies.
Mandalorian?
yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
So
I'm in the dark.
More into hand-to-hand.
Yeah,
Just a heads up.
So am I.
I've only seen
I
like
watched
maybe the
it
previous.
about an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
to get into the mood.
It's such a good warm up.
is.
It really is.
Oh, yeah. No, 100% it is. I am envious of your time, my friend.
And I love it because it has a very similar flavor to our campaign.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I find that anyways.
Yes.
He's not necessarily the good guy.
Hopefully one will help prop up the other. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of We Shot First. We are in the middle of season 3. And I got to say, for a very slow build up, the story is going to take a little tip of the iceberg and start running and gunning. When we last left our heroes, or should I say mercenary, Merrick, played by Ryan Messina, is in the house tonight.
Hello.
You went it alone.
I did.
Now, we have mentioned that
Alone-ish.
that my son used to play with us at age 15, 5 years ago, when we were playing Star Wars with Rob and these two guys in the basement. Remember that? So he has not watched
How could
this.
I ever forget?
He has not watched this show, and he started asking questions. Is Ryan still playing Merrick? Yep. Does he have battle armor still? Well, he took some off a Wookiee. That would have been a good fight. No, actually, it went really fast. So then I explained how your feats where you can spray cones of auto fire and stuff is just dominating the game and all this stuff, right? And I said, you're 20 and you got a smooth. Would you like to do a cameo? The guys would probably get a big kick of you playing an NPC, for a couple nights. And he's like, I don't know, let me think about it. And then an hour later, he's like, do you remember my Jedi? And I'm like, you one that had that broken crystal so the lightsaber looked like it was wavering and fuzzy? We made fun of your fuzzy lightsaber. And he's like, yeah. The one that walked around just out of the gate using force lightning. And he's like, do you remember that, Dad? How all it cost me was one dark side point and I could annihilate an entire room of people. It seemed like a fair trade to me. I'm like, yeah, well, in this campaign, son, they don't grow back. So
there is no redemption.
Yes, there might be a fuzzy brooding apprentice for Draco in your future. Who knows? Maybe he'll warm up to the guy himself. We'll see. Anyway, tonight we have a relatively full house. We've got Matt Witt playing Rahal, Aiden Williams playing Poser, Ryan Messina playing Merrick, and of course my standby guy Joe, who's pissy about the rules but loves Star Wars. Joe Gibson is in the house, barreling right into. Here we are at season 3, episode 24. It usually takes us 35 to 45 episodes of any show we do to cap a season. I want to do it in 30. I'm telling you, we better have this wrapped up in 6 episodes. This book.
It's all on you, man. Yeah. It's all on you.
Oh, no. It's all on time. I want you guys to be decisive in your battles. We got to know the rules, because if the battles go slow, like I was looking at the last week, and Ryan and I had a very casual battle. I mean, we were talking and Joe, and it's just like there was no tension. It was a romp. I like the feel like it was a nice, different battle. I'm not dissing Messina how it went down, but I was just kind of thinking forward, and it's like, let's rev it up. So, without further ado, Merrick.
Yep.
The playing field has been cleared.
Excellent.
and you land, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And behind you,
Mhm.
right, you see the turbo lift doors go ding, but not to open, to close. Right? And you spin around and you see this guy that looks like the love child of Howard Stern and Axel, the bus driver from The Simpsons.
So, like, Howard Stern.
Yeah. I just didn't want to give him all the credit.
Okay, no.
This Howard Stern looking lanky dude, right, looking at you, gobsmacked,
Mhm.
and you would think he would let the doors close and run away, but no, he slaps the button, and he comes out, and he starts waving his arms for you like he doesn't want you to fly off or shoot him or whatever, puts his hands up, right?
Who are you?
And he says, haven't done this voice in a while. Whoa, dude! That was so awesome! Man, I haven't seen 2 droids go down so fast since I had to sell my R4 unit. Oh, man, that's so awesome. Hey, have you ever thought about doing infomercials on the HoloNet?
No.
Oh, easy credits, man. Easy money. I could make you a star on the HoloNet in like 1 galactic cycle. I'm telling you. Here. And he pulls out a data pad and he holds it up for you. If you've got like an empty chip or whatever, you can, tap it like a card and take his information.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, everything you need to know about me and my new business is right on that card. The type of, and he just starts rambling about a whole bunch of technical, commercial, hollow stuff that's kind of over your head.
Okay.
Anyway, and he just starts walking backwards towards the, still talking, doing a sales pitch, walking backwards, giving you the fingers gun, you're awesome people, I told you, have your people call my people by, and the doors just close and he's gone.
That was a very strange man.
And you're left with this little data stick that you can hang on to or, do whatever. And then crackle, over the comm, a familiar voice summons you.
Hey, big guy, we need you.
Yes, I am just wrapping up business here, meeting informant.
Right, how'd that go?
They're all dead.
So, dead.
Dead.
Oh, I ain't got time for this. Get your butt over here, big guy.
I just got new 2 droids, so I want them. I have idea. Where are you?
Let's rendezvous at, what was the,
No, this is the call where you're at the casino. Wife's bleeding out. You're like, man, get in over here.
Yeah, okay.
That's where I'm lining up the time here.
Okay. Now, we got an urgent situation here, man. I need an immediate exfil.
I will be there momentarily.
All right, we'll haul out.
Okay. 3 hours later, Merrick shows up with like a sack with droid parts and maybe even a human appendage still stuck to the armor. And it looks like the hand's been scored, like he's tried to cut the guy out of the armor or the helmet or something. Just like a Santa sack full of gore and parts.
No, okay. Here's a quick thing I think I want to do to facilitate that. So we have a bunch of empty crates around here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I take one, dump out its contents, if it's not valuable contents? If I open it up and it's platinum, I'll take that instead. But dump one of the containers over the edge,
Mm-hmm.
stuff in 2 droids, what's remaining of the chassis.
Okay.
Is there a one of those like pump carts? From one
Yeah,
of these things?
like the little hollow sled, right? Yeah, you give it some juice and it lifts like 6 inches off the ground, a little repulsor thing.
All right, perfect. Load up, pump cart over to the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the pump cart and the crate go in. Go down to the main deck.
Okay.
And then when I get back to like the mainstay of what I would like to do is see if there's somebody around that I could give credits to deliver this package to our ship.
Oh, yeah.
Seems it's a bit of a port. Shouldn't be too hard to arrange.
Oh, it's Christmas time. You just throw a couple credits at any street urchin, buy the biggest Christmas goose droid and throw it at my shit with this,
I find the not tiny Tim. and arrange for this package to get delivered to the ship.
Happy Earth Day! How can I be of service?
It's a life festival, you mean?
Oh, that's brilliant. There you go. This urchin, scraggy looking guy with kind of a Fu Manchu
One
beard.
singular droid leg.
Yeah,
He's a cybernetic leg.
He's a near human, so for some reason, even at like 8, he has facial hair. Advanced species, right?
How can I help you, Governor?
He's got like a prosthetic leg, but a real foot somehow.
I am in need of service. I need this package delivered.
Post hastily, sir. Post hastily. That'll be 50 credits, please.
Yeah, 60.
He pulls out a brand new, probably stolen, top of the line data pad though out from under his tunic. Holds it up for you to do the transaction.
Swipe.
Okay. There seems to be a problem. He starts apologizing because it yanks 500.
Terribly sorry, mister. I swear I'll refund that as soon as possible, sir. Cheerio.
And he,
Tup, tup.
and he just freaking bolts with the skiff gone. I'm sure he'll refund 450 credits, yeah. Would you take 500 credits off your character sheet, please?
Sure.
And Matt, you get a force point for awesome DMQ. That was not rehearsed.
I'll take it.
Not only taking my DMQ is a top notch, And I should take it away though, because we talked about like Merrick and the phone call, and I cue you for that phone call, and you totally lost the timeline. So I don't know. One cancels another out. Now, quick shout out to our very first patron, a Star Wars patron. As always, Coop is always in the audience. This guy. Every Friday night, he's our guy.
He's the mega fan.
He's a mega fan, right? But tonight, a rare appearance from our first patron, Doug Baldwin, is in the house tonight, live. I can see him there in the chat. And he had a question. He was talking about Poser. So I want to clear something up with Aiden real quick. Otherwise, I will completely forget. So as the scene pulls out from this urchin dancing and going around an alley and just like getting mobbed by his little urchin buddies, and they head off to the casino, which is where you're going anyway. Dumping the crate in the corner somewhere. Maybe it'll make it to your ship, maybe not. Something crawls out of it half alive. Kill me. Who knows? Light side points, dark side points, and use of light side powers. There are fans who are very familiar with the Saga system that argue that you could still use light side powers if you have dark side points, but only at a penalty.
So I would have to look into it, but from what I remember, if you have any dark side points, you lose access to all light side powers.
Well, it might be in the supplement for the campaign as opposed to the rules.
And that might be the case.
I don't mind not. I don't mind not being up on every rule. I still have the power of education as well as I'm trying to run an empire here. I have several shows.
Don't listen to him, Aiden. He's trying to convince you to go dark.
No. Seriously, no. This
He's
comes.
like, no, you won't lose your powers, man. Just a little minus. Just don't worry. First hit's free.
Yeah.
Pinky promise.
Yeah. Pinky swear.
Yeah, my fingers are totally not crossed.
Yeah. You can see Doug going off in the thing here. Woot! He's hitting my point. You can use force points to modify your light side powers. True. But I'm specifically talking about you gaining a dark side point and maybe not being able to lean on the light side point. Anyway, something to look into while we're dealing with our little reunion here. Finally, Merrick hits the casino. Everything has calmed down. Your ex-wife has bled out, has been sent away. And Rahal, you're left with a crime scene. Now, during this, something I didn't hit on was the casino owner came out with the winnings, made a big fuss over the lady and handed it off to her and all this stuff, and barely stepped aside before, Silas did his thing. And then he just jumped into the crowd, went running off to get security. Of course, he had fired a couple of guys and, was a little shorthanded or whatever when they finally do show up, which they show up now. So it took them that long to get involved. Or maybe Silas caused a diversion. I mean, isn't it a little suspicious that there was no security on hand when this went down? Is this bad writing in the adventure that they didn't count for this? Is this me overhandedly driving a DM point that you guys might have or may not have picked up on?
He's in on it.
I picked up on it, but it's like, man. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, Joe, the whole fight is like, I'll wait for security. Where's security? About that security. You are security. Get in there. Come on. Show us those martial arts. I hear you're highly trained.
Yeah.
The guy with 4 arms says you're the man. If a guy with 4 arms hires you to guard him, a guy with 4 arms should be a martial arts nightmare. You know, Bruce Lee should be like, what? No. You know, that kind of thing when he fights him. And he hires you. And unfortunately, no one can hear the whining in your own language that I've had to endure from Joe through that little mask with, you know, the system. In his defense, he didn't know he was getting into him. Like, I need you to play Star Wars. He's like, Star Wars, I'm in. And then I show him the book. He's like, what the hell is this? Just, you'll find something you like. Get in here, I need you. So, the casino, it's winding down. Is this time to make an exit, guys? Or is there any more snooping around you guys want to do? The band's all here. Poser, you rejoin Rahal. Merrick shows up.
Oh, I am here. What needs shooting?
Late as usual.
I am sorry. I was taking care of contact.
Nah, it's all good, big guy.
Who is
Fortunately, we had things under control here, and I give a little nod towards Vabesh.
she? Ah, Babesh. He is competent. I like him.
Quite good, quite good. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Well, hey, I don't know too many people that bring their fists to a blaster fight, but
He is very competent at CQB.
just tips the fedora in your direction. So I will relay the information that I got to Merrick about the slave transport and the command and did we
The
get a
hangar?
location on Darga?
Yeah,
It was
you got a hangar bay.
Yeah, right.
4414.
And she said if we hurry, we can catch him.
Which I suspiciously think is a Smokey and the Bandit 2 reference, but that's just me.
You never know. Yeah, so it's gonna be like, all right, load up, guys. You know, get on the comms, get everybody who's available. Let's rendezvous, pick a point, not at the hangar bay, just outside, so we can meet up and then head in as a force.
Okay. So did you want to head back to your ship for anything, or to the hotel room for anything, and then meet outside the hangar bay?
You know what?
Splitting up?
Maybe let's take a look at some wounds too, actually, because I think we're a bit beat up,
Hmm.
Just a little.
and none of us have had our daily med packs, so that's something that can be done.
Yeah.
I'm totally good. No,
So
not
you-
totally good.
So
I'm
the
fine.
first rendezvous point, you guys are heading back to the hotel room, right?
Yeah, hotel room,
Okay. You guys go to the hotel room.
unless
And-
our ship is closer to where we're headed.
No, the hotel room.
Okay, yeah, so hotel room.
Because there's the casino, the VIP hotel, and then there's the landing platforms like out there that Merrick just kind of came out from. So heading back to the Royal Bespin Hotel, as it were. Rahal, you have a little trouble with your card at the door. Like someone's locked it internally.
Oh,
The tap won't work. You have to insert and put in your PIN, you know, tap purchasing, tap, just hit it, you know. You got to verify. Then it
Like
sends a
someone
code.
Blue's code.
Yep. Then it sends a code that it wants you to relay through your comm. Then asks you your galactic birthday and all this crap. Like it's been reset.
please
You can-
input the 6-digit PIN that we
Yeah.
are going to send you via comms.
Exactly. You know, it takes you right through it to, like, you know. So you go through all this and you're waiting outside the door. And by the time you get this done, you're fighting with it. Everyone slowly shows up from, you know, where they were, if they ran off or hung back, you know. Poser,
Yes.
did you want to hang back and do anything before you meet up at the hotel room?
No, I would have exited with the rest of the crowd and then kind of stayed off from the group and then, you know, circled back to the hotel room with everyone else.
Okay.
Just, you know, listening in through comms. Really quickly, I actually found what they were talking about in the rules.
Yep.
So if you have a dark side score of 1 or higher, you cannot use a force point to modify or use the force check when activating a force power with the light side descriptor.
Oh, okay.
So
See
I
that?
completely read that wrong because I remember reading that and it's saying you cannot use the light side force powers. That's what I was like.
Okay. See, because this
So
is
you
what
just
this-
can't juice them.
Yeah, in the
Well,
chat.
can't- you can't juice them to hit a higher DC. You can still juice them to get the extra effect. Oh.
Yeah, so the using a to hit.
Right.
Like
Oh
anyone
yeah.
gets.
So it's only on the activation. So like you can't add a force point to use the force roll.
Yeah, but see, and force powers though, the to hit roll is what usually gets bigger damage and some other like higher.
Oh,
like
the damage
the-
gets
yeah.
stupid if you hit high.
Yeah.
Use the force
Yes.
numbers.
Yep. Okay. So anyway, a shout out to
Squishing skulls
so
like
to
lemons.
really, you know, like I keep mentioning patrons, they just have to be the ones that talk to us. Any fan that has reached out to us via email, found me on Facebook, and talked to me through Messenger, whatever. We appreciate anyone reaching out and giving us a heads up, what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show, your concerns, you know, anything like that. We're here to talk to you guys. You know, we're pretty friendly dudes. These guys are pretty friendly, you know.
Speak for yourself. I hate everybody.
He's not joking.
I know, it sounds like Markiplier when he does that. Eh? I hate everyone. What's going on? There's just one pink mustache away from having your own YouTube channel. So, there you are at the door, and you're having a little trouble getting in. Okay, by the
Gotta
time
wiggle the key a bit, so to speak.
you gotta wiggle the key. You gotta give your birthday.
Blow
you
it. Just
you
go.
gotta wait for the text and the code. You know what I mean? So everyone starts stacking on this door. Everyone, Poser, Merrick, Vabash.
5 thermal detonators bounce at your feet.
Yeah. No.
I will get passcode. Trust me, I am good at this. I work for
So-
tech support.
You open the door, and not oil, but like an oily steam just ushers out the door in this. And when it clears, the scene before you can only be rivaled by a poker painting of dogs playing poker. You see 5 astromech droids, all of different makes and models, all around some kind of sabacc table mixed up. You see a makeshift portable pole with a protocol droid spinning on it, entertaining them, and they are mid-sabacc game. And you've got R4 in the middle with one of those little green visors on, all this type of thing. And the door opens and they all
Death
just
stick hanging out one of his side
Yep,
ports.
Yep, the whole bit. And they all just freeze and look at the door with you guys, right? Anyway, the droids, does anyone speak binary?
I speak binary.
So the droids start going off, right? No meat bags allowed. Droids only, no meat bags allowed in this game. You know, all this, if binary could have an accent, right? You've got the New York binary, you've got the Chicago binary, you got, you know, the kind of thing.
You got some explaining to do.
At that, the new relationship that is obviously like, you know, cheese it, my master's here, right? That kind of thing. Cheese it, my master's here, right? They all just,
man, it's the fuzz.
they just, you know, have you ever seen an astromech droid which is tilted back on the forward leg, like do a circle?
Yeah,
It looks
you
like
mean
it looks like they're flailing in a fire. Like you ever see them do a tight circle in that round, like at or R2?
You,
It just
usually
looks like they're
combined
flailing.
with like the
Yep.
R2D2 scream.
Yeah, and the little pop out hand pictures.
Wow!
Yep, they start scooping up chips and flying around the room and just burst through you like a crowd of children at your hips and flail in every direction. One just like rocket pack, you know, like the boosters that come out the side of the legs, smash out your freaking front window, psh, gone, that type of thing, right? The dancing protocol droid goes all creepy movie spider and flips over backwards and just starts, you know, dejointing all the, and just kind of crawls out the window like a freaking spider, gone. And you're just left with a mess of everything you need to play sabacc in a mess without actual currency because they took it all. What do you do?
Bro, I don't think you're getting your deposit back.
Joke's on them. This ain't my room. Right. A4, you'd best be given my slice of that take. And trust me, I'm telling Dr. Leth about your behavior here. Anyhow, back to business. And I'm going to take some time
Oh
and
no, he
patch up some
pulls
wounds.
you aside. He says, before we tell my actual master, I was thinking of a generous cut for you. Shall we say 18% of my total winnings and the promise of an upgrade before I'm returned to my master?
give you the upgrade. It's the least I can do for your master for letting me use your services. As for the percentage, I want half.
That's the R4 thing. Starts free. First time you've ever seen R4 ever lose is cool. He fucking freaks out, does a circle, and then comes back and then like leans forward, drops out the first leg, so he's just on 2, and he's like 25. And I'll pay for the upgrade myself.
Seems fair. Tough negotiator. Give him a little robot fist bump.
Okay.
Seal the deal.
All right. He gives you 450 credits. Funny enough. And life comes full circle, so I don't get blamed as a DM who's just freaking mean to rob a player of credits. They're still in the party. It's not Merrick's money, but it's still party money. There you go. And I get upgrade. And we'll actually talk to Jay about possibly upgrading, because I'm tired of being a 0-level bot, you know. So when this droid gets upgraded, it can actually get a personality and get actual skills. And, you know, you guys might want to talk about with Jay when we get his hands on him of,
some skill focus slicing.
Yeah, what might actually go into the, the new R4.
So what do you mean get a personality? He has one.
Yeah.
Well, you could mind wipe him.
Just a series of random glitches, really,
Right.
at this point.
Yes, that's fair.
No, he
The
wants
whole
the
gambling rig. That's just because he's been hanging out with me for the last
I've
few
made a
months.
list of upgrades, Master, and you can see
It's
like
secretly in the back of Hall's mind, he's got.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
he ends the list, the data pad to Merrick of upgrades, and even makes Merrick go, damn, rocket boots, and the full player package, personality and all this kind of shit.
What is this? Spinner boosters?
Damn straight. So anyway,
Let's be pimping. Yeah.
the first thing he wants though is he wants a new. He actually wants a voice modulation unit. You've never seen an R4 unit that does anything but beep and boop and speak binary. He actually wants a vocabulator built in, which may not be doable because of his main drive hardware software. May not be attemptable. But this is the Christmas list from an R4 that has served you all so faithfully. We'll see. Anyway, doors close in the hallway, and you guys are left to sort out that scene. Sometime later, after you have healed up, Matt, you were talking.
Yes. So I am going to slap some med packs on. I'll take 10 on those just to ensure success.
Good idea.
So that'd be an 18, which is a success plus 3. I don't know if I hit a higher threshold. I'm just checking now. So with a med pack. So I said, actually, that's a 20 because I'm using a med pack. Creature gains a number of hit points equal to its character level plus 1 for every point by which your check exceeds the DC. Oh, wow. So that's kind of huge when you're rolling in 5 higher. So character level. So everyone gets 10 hit points. Who
Okay.
needs it?
Okay.
So who needs it? And I'll take off the med packs.
I was gonna say, how many med packs you guys got?
I have 5 of them on me.
All right.
Huzzah, I'll take 10.
Likewise.
Okay.
Likewise.
Okay. And myself. So that's 4 of my 5 med packs cashed. Everybody gets 10 hit points. Joy.
Now, in case you hadn't figured it out, I've owned this hat for a while, but I rarely wear it. I wore it to give the illusion of R4, like the dome head, to sort of amplify being someone else. So I'm actually going to take this off now. So what do you guys want to do next?
Scene.
Yeah, and see. What do you want to do now?
Chase Darga.
Kill it, get.
No. Yeah, Chase Targa, 4414. Beep boop beep. Oh, Ral. About your contact.
Yeah, right. How'd that go?
They're dead. I told you.
Yeah, no. I would have heard something.
No, they are. Apparently, it looked like it was a spice deal. I came in after they had been confiscated by the authorities.
Oh, so the authorities is dead.
Yeah, I think they're authorities. They could have been shady businessmen as well too. I don't
No.
know. I didn't ask
Good.
questions.
Of course you didn't. Of course you
But I did acquire 2 new droids.
didn't. Ooh, do tell, do tell.
They should
What kind of
be,
operating capabilities does they have?
combat jump jets. They were set to melee capabilities, which who would ever set droid to melee capabilities? But they will make for good spare parts.
I know, melee sucks. You've got to be out of your gear if you have anything to do with melee in this game. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe was just silently seething at me. Just-
Well, good for you.
Good for us.
Wasn't a wasted venture.
No, it was not.
All right, check your weapons, boys. I think we're going to need to go in relatively hard for this. Stealthy at first, see what we can learn. But I'd really hate to let this opportunity slip past. We've been chasing Darga for a while now.
Well, we could shut down his hangar so he could not leave, perchance.
Ooh, sounds interesting. Do tell.
We'll leave the gate that was letting the vessel come in and come out is shut. It will neither come in nor come out. So, when we first breach, which I'm assuming we will do,
I get what you're saying,
yes, I would make
but
a
we may need to make a hasty exit ourselves.
through the hangar. Then we can have either R4 or myself take care of disabling the doors to not make it permanent.
Yo, R4. Is that something you can take care of?
I'm on it, boss.
Okay.
He wanders off, mumbling something about like Cinderella, Cinderella. All I hear is Cinderella. Yeah, he goes, I guess I'll just leave and find a random spaceport to plug into and hack the system again. He just goes out the door. No appreciation.
Get on
I hate to
comms.
be
Just let me know when you're in position, R4.
I hate to be the Merrick in this situation, but what is stopping them or us from just blasting through the hangar door?
Will take time. These holes are designed to resist depressurization. That takes a little bit to get through, even by medic standards. But I like that you're starting to think like I am. Ha! Big hand on shoulder.
Everybody likes a little Merrick in them.
Don't think it's little.
Just wait for it. Wait, no.
Only by perspective.
Mm.
So, pack our gear up,
Racket!
out of the room.
Grab the case.
Okay.
I'm leaving
And-
this behind.
Old Man
Dr-
Zen is on the ship on the Banshee with Captain O'Keefe. R4 has gone off to plug into the system somewhere on the down low. Right?
Yep.
And y'all
Yeah.
are headed for docking bay number 4414.
Yes.
Whilst traversing down to the docking bays, one must cross several catwalks and go in and out the city to get there on foot. And you find yourselves on a new map.
Da-da-da-da! Where no combat happens.
There's no combat here. It's very nice. It's a nice map. It's a peaceful
So
map.
you're just reiterating. See? I'm just helping.
I'm just gonna just have a lovely little afternoon of you just moving some minis across a grid. You know,
Nothing
again,
ever happened.
thank you again to Cheryl, who took a very bland black and white map and literally looked like it was suspending in the Cloud City around that red dust time. Because even gray is a color, like the subtle grays that are the. Well, she's like, "What color you want this?" I'm like, "I don't know, gray."
All 50 shades of it.
She harumphs at me as like tries to make Oh, 50 Shades. Oh, with the red. Maybe it's a red room. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have been that specific. Okay. So, as you emerge down on the bottom right, I will place your minis as you guys are, making your way along. You got the Merrick and the Rahal and everybody down on the bottom right. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, what could possibly happen that would not be, unexpected?
Ambush.
No.
A stiff breeze.
winds-
Imperial Star Destroyer. Take your pick.
Those are all great suggestions. I'm making notes, and
Good.
they go on my random, my random encounter.
Oh, random encounter. Santa Christ.
Look, if Imperial Star Destroyer isn't on your random encounter table, you're doing something wrong as a GM. I'm just calling you out now.
Hey,
Shush, Aiden. Shush.
I have
Until we have something to counter an Imperial Star Destroyer, it should not be at our random encounter table.
dude. I have
Destiny Point Jedi. Don't worry about it.
Move it to another sector.
Literally that, yes.
I
But
will
only
have
need to
you
put it
know.
so close to the sun.
I will have you know. I have Imperial Star Destroyer on every random encounter chart for every game we play, Pathfinder or otherwise. It's there.
Good.
Super level, guess what? Star Destroyer.
That's right.
Grandma's house, Star Destroyer.
Yeah. Rise of the Rune Lord, Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer. Second Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
2 Star Destroyers. Read it.
We're switching it up this week. He rolls. Oh, look at that. 0 to 99 on my chart. Star Destroyer. 100. 2 Star Destroyers. Yay.
101. Don't question how that happens.
Yeah.
2 Star Destroyers, Darth Vader.
We're having a good time. So,
Yeah, but us running away.
Yeah.
running away from what? You just talk amongst yourselves. What's going on out here? It's a beautiful day.
So, plan B. You hop on my back and we just fucking go.
Am I mistaken, or after like a million episodes, Merrick actually finally swore for the first time?
What? You have not been paying attention to these conversations.
No, seriously. I don't think I've ever heard Merrick. Ryan? Yeah, all the time. Aiden, every other sentence. But
Yeah, no, Merrick,
since he found no baby Jedi or baby Yoda in that crate in season 1, and went, this is bullshit. That's like that was the
you're
biggest.
right.
That's
Yeah.
like the biggest thing.
Merrick's allowed 1 curse per season, and we still get to keep a PG-13 rating.
That's right. Okay, I'm down with that. I could see how that works.
Yeah, he's our moral compass.
We're
Yeah,
doomed.
I think I actually have the most dark side points in this group.
It's you or Rahal.
Seems appropriate. Yep.
Yet I'm the moral compass.
Dr. Left 0, Zin 0, Merrick 2, Poser 0.5 pending, Rahal 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's
Beat me, Smithers. Just
Somebody's
by
got to
the...
make the hard decisions.
Yeah. You can't get to be captain around here without breaking a few
Next.
eggs. Yeah, I was going to say galactic egg.
That
That explains my... That explains my 2.
Yeah, I mean, that works, right? It's fine. That'll work fine. It'll work well. So, what do we got for you? Well, I'll tell you.
Fluffy kittens. A unicorn.
What? No.
Oh, sorry. Wrong system.
I cannot select Rahal. It won't let me.
What forces is it that protects you from
Oh
my
my
clips?
god, giant stormtroopers! Ah!
Ah! Oh, shite.
They're bigger than Merrick.
It's a storm giant.
This isn't Dark Souls or Demon Souls.
Yeah, I don't know why these guys are
Ginormous.
so big.
Oh, you're so big.
Oh well, we'll just have to
Oh,
do the
and
copy paste.
my armor's back on. Woohoo!
I believe the term is woot.
Check. Oh, it's an extra 1 to my AC, so I'll fucking dig it.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, that looks like a good old firing formation. All pointed straight at us.
You bet.
Yep. Yep. Who's measuring? Who's gray? Okay. No. It's coming from us. That's okay. I'm less offended if it's coming from our
So
direction.
about that running.
Jetpack's got 1 round left in it, so
What are the rules
12
on
squares?
jumping? You can jump here and then book it.
you can yeet yourself in any direction you want.
Yeah, I don't remember like acrobatics in this game.
6 stormtroopers in that classic white armor and 4 elite Bespin security guards and an Imperial officer. Do you remember our good friend Lieutenant Arandis?
Yep.
Came down in a shuttle.
Yep.
This is probably his contingent.
Not for long. I mean, sure it is.
Yep. Oh, hey. Pending how this works out, think kangaroo, rocket jump. I know where you're going with it.
Right. Well, I'm actually looking at it. The DC for a running long jump is equal to the distance cleared in meters multiplied by 3.
Okay.
So, for example, clearing a 3-meter wide, 2-square wide pit requires a successful DC 9 jump check.
Ooh, that's not terrible.
That's 3 wide, so that'd be what, 4 meters, so 12.
So
Yeah.
picture a round platform, the bottom right of the map, approximately 20 squares across. Heading to your left, or our proverbial west on the map, a thin catwalk about 3 squares wide that widens to almost 4 for a little while, then back to 3 and up some stairs, ending at the far side of the map on another giant circular platform. Coming off the top of that platform is another catwalk heading back towards the players, but it is a good 20 squares away from them as it heads back along. Gentlemen, to get to where you need to go, you need to get to the platform over here on the far side by going through these doors. Right here. Okay? Now, this is not an open platform. This is a roofed structure. So if you guys were going to jump it, you would land in front of the doors.
Okay. So we have to make the long run.
Is it at the same altitude as we are currently? Or is it like
No, it's elevated. Twice.
it's higher than us?
Yeah. So these guys have high ground. So it goes
Okay.
up like 2 squares, and then there's the platform, and then up another 2.
All right, so it's
So
like
the-
20 feet above us.
Yeah, like 4 squares up. And they're like looking down, shooting down kind of thing.
Okay.
So in that case, sorry, I guess they would actually have to hug the edge to see you. Because it just talks about, here we are. And 4 guards.
Here we are.
Anyway,
1, 2, 3.
starting with a little ambient music.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I pull up the combat tracker, hopefully,
It will not let me select my character.
Yeah, likewise.
oh, you know why?
No.
I may have pulled the wrong.
Figurines? They're called collectible miniatures. Mean action figures? No.
Oh, I see. I've put everything on the wrong layer. Just gonna pause the recording.
Not sure what they mean.
Okay, and we're back. Okay, sorry, Ryan. So you had a question about your jet fuel.
Yeah, I have 1 round left after my last encounter.
Okay.
Now we spent about 40-ish, 50-ish minutes, kind of everyone getting
I'd say easy an hour.
an hour. In that time, would I have been able to refill my jetpack?
Do you have extra fuel? Like on the ship? Like,
what is jet fuel?
yeah, no, you'd have to go to like a proverbial station. So like, if you could make it to your ship, I could say, okay, she's got a tank.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you otherwise you just go shopping and it's like, I need some fuel for this, and you go right.
Okay. So would it be feasible then for me to?
Yeah,
make it to the ship?
as long as the guys are willing to wait for you.
So in an hour's time.
Yeah, he had an hour basically. For
No,
me
no,
to
like
slap
you
med
guys are
packs.
doing all this stuff. Like I'm saying now, 2 hours later because you have to wait for him to go get his fuel. Don't worry, the ambush waits for you. So I'm just saying, like, instead of you miss the entire fight because
no,
you went out
I think
for
it'd
jet
be
fuel.
worth it. I think it'd be worth it.
I think so. You only because Matt said, like, wait, you know, before we stumble into the next thing and go after Darga, let's make sure we're at our best. So if Merrick raises his hand, has to go pee in an hour for jet fuel, I'm sure you guys are just going to hang around.
Well,
You know.
if he is taking an hour for
Well,
that,
and we had to
then
take all our stuff to the ship anyways.
I will take an hour to meditate.
Sure. Meditate in
Which-
a room.
Yep, forced meditation allows me to gain back a certain set of hit points.
Sure.
Look up exactly how many.
So you have your hour of meditation. They empty the room. They take it back to the ship. You get some jet fuel.
Yep.
Okay. And O'Keefe will just charge you for it. For the convenience, it's going to cost you 120% of the regular fuel cost because you're taking her supply, and she don't really like you.
Oh yeah, because we don't have our. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was so convenient. Instead of making you shopping, you'll pay, through the nose. But we'll get back to that. So
Oh, fair enough.
finally, okay, you should be able to move now. Give me some.
Yes, I can select my character.
Right, now I should be able to have you guys turns,
Yeah.
right? So
Combat Trekker.
How about a trucker?
22. That's like my best initiative roll ever.
Well, you rolled a nat 20, bro.
Yeah, I did.
29.
Shut up, poser.
I got a 17 on the dice.
I'm so jealous of your mad initiative.
Well, I
18?
was just born this way, baby.
+8 for the guards. Giving them natural 20, 28. So as usual, it's Poser, the bad guys, and then everybody else. Merrick,
Yes.
you have initiative, sir?
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
Okay. It didn't populate, so I'll put that in for you.
Yay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Oh, you have to select your mini. I forgot that one.
What's that?
You have to select your mini, then press the initiative button.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Just going to tell this to descend. So, round 1. You guys step off, right? Now, you guys are running along here, okay? You see them come to the edge when they see you, and you guys scurry up to this platform. Like, there's no... You know what I mean? Like, you see all kinds of people around, and you guys are, like, heading down a platform, and then there's people behind you. There's no civilians. And then when guards step forward and take firing positions, as you guys move up and go shit, maybe pull out your weapons, it's kind of an obvious trade. So no ambush, as I promised. Just boof, round 1. They move up into firing positions, pull weapons, you guys are there, right? So place yourself anywhere within that square pad that you wish to be.
Yeah, Rahal's behind everybody else.
Right up front.
Poser. yeah.
Likewise. I should
Okay.
be closer up here.
Okay.
So Rahal will take up position behind Merrick.
Okay. So you see this coming down on you, and you guys all cram to the forward part of the square, and then we start initiative in earnest. Poser, round 1. What do you do? The bad guys are on deck.
Okay.
Ryan, you're allowed to say stuff as a player. If it's not coming from me,
I'm just saying, I will probably be going somewhere. if you're looking for a lift, I'm not opposed to giving a bud a free lift somewhere.
Especially a bud that has initiative and clamor on, right?
Just
Well,
saying.
if that's the case, then I'm going to hop on his back and pull out the whatever blaster Dr. Leth had loaned me, and I never actually gave it back.
Oh, if only you could dual wield, we could be like General Grievous, but with guns.
Probably not a great idea. Yeah. So, action, hop on his action, draw weapon in one hand. I have my case in the other. I kind of wrap around Merrick's torso.
Okay, you're about to go over 1,000,000 miles worth of droppage. You need 4 appendages to cling to a rocket guy, or 1 strength check later, and you're going to plummet. I'll tell you that straight up. So it's awesome free mobility or weapons out. But if you do both, what's the system like? -5, -10? You sure you want to take that chance of sliding off?
Okay. Weapon stored. Case on the back.
Okay.
Well, as we're walking up, actually, if I see the ambush, I would have dropped the case and just slung the axe on the back. That would be strap.
Yep.
And 4 appendages. Bear hugging him.
Okay. There's a problem I foresee. No one sees this. Picture Boba Fett, the Mandalorian. Okay, the nozzles are like just above his hips, and
I'm hugging him from the front.
Oh, of course,
Sexy.
of course. I hope Merrick remembers the song that he should sing. Okay, off you go.
I've only flown with people on a few occasions.
Yeah,
And the song has always been the same.
Okay, so
Yeah, and he caught me all damsels in distress style last time. So
all right, so Poser, you jump on to Merrick.
Yep.
Okay, can
And
I
tilt the head to the side to keep the cone out of his field of view.
What are you doing?
Just lay your chin on his shoulder gently, just cuddle right in there.
Let's
blowing his
remember
ear
the
a little
height
bit.
disparity.
Okay, so you guys are a cluster of dudes, right? Put your mini right on top of them.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, it gets better. Okay,
Best game in the world, guys. Best game in the world.
Yep.
this is where we are, and the bad guys all open fire. Like,
It's fine.
Poser should get good cover now.
yeah,
Not wrong.
it's because it's like 22 squares, 20 squares. Like, these guys have rifles that have like a 40 square point blank. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are just set up in a little kill box. Even our, like, within 32 squares, even the furthest guy away has 37, 36. Like, you guys stepped forward into our short range, like into our point blank. Not even short range.
Short point blank is 30 for a rifle, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my chart here. Sorry. What was I thinking of? Oh, the heavy weapons. Right. Sorry.
Yeah, which is
So-
50.
Right. So have I got anybody within 30? You guys are all in the first range increment. Well, that'd be easy to remember. Right. So the stormtroopers all have you point blank. 26.
And
As long as I shoot at the front guy.
everyone but Vesh and Merrick
Yeah.
have cover.
Okay, so let's start with our point blank crew. The first 4. Keep modifying, right? The first 4.
I believe you call that a firing squad, Jeff.
Yes, sir. Now I'm going to try and do this on mass. So I'm going to pull 4 20s, right? They're going to total, but just ignore it. You're looking at a 7, a 12, a 6, and a 2. Because stormtroopers are awesome. Yeah, blaster rifles.
Oh, I'm sure they've got bonuses.
Yeah, but plus
Stormtrooper.
4. So it's like 6, 10, 16.
They are stormtroopers.
16.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys just start lighting you up across the platform like any Star Wars. Everyone looks at the camera and starts, "We should talk frantically. Yes, we should." And all the blaster bolts are flying around. "Any moment now. Yes, we should hanker down. Should we hanker over there? No, I want to hanker alone. Let's hanker together. Okay." And they traverse like, tons of time as all the blasters just pew, 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 pew. All kinds of crazy, crazy, crazy blasters.
Oh, it's amazing for cinematography, though.
Oh, yes. But when you
Everything else sucks. But cinematography, A++.
yeah, get a little sound effects here.
Pew, pew, pew.
All kinds of stuff going on. All right. So during all this crap,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can't hear this, but I actually have a barrage of energy weapons going off now. So
I hear it in the.
And we're all
in-
matrixing around them.
We're trying, but the bolts are actually going around us.
this is pretty good shit, man. Like, shout out to good old tabletop audio for all of our free audio needs. No subscription. I love these guys. I love this guy. Sorry, Russell. So as I was saying, the first four guys shoot nada. The guys in the back have to take a -2. So we've got for
Maybe that 17 could hit me.
Yeah, but he only uses the
what,
first two.
but out of a +4, I have a -2. So
Oh,
it's
you're right.
only like 19
Nope, that doesn't hit.
is our best hit. Now we have our Imperial officer, who hopefully has, like some sort of idea. Let's talk about born leader, coordinate, and trust while I flail away.
Should have been done first. Should have been done first.
Well, I'm going to keep the action going. So while Ian's looking this up, as these guys they just opened fire, and then they're going to start actually like using tactics. Now my security guys, on the other hand, well, that's a whole other ball of wax. I have 4 elite security team Bespin members that actually have a much better +5. Haha. A 2, a natural 20, a 2, and a 17. So that's the bad news. The good news is these guys only have pistols, so they max out range at like 20 squares. So with my 19, really only the natural 20 hits. Okay, and they are lighting you guys up. Now, because Poser literally jumped out of Rahal's way, we're gonna say American Poser is 1-2, Rahal is 3-4, and Vabesh is 5-6. And I'm gonna roll a d6 and to see where that proverbial shot landed. 5-6. Vabesh takes one for the team. Dude.
Well, it does make sense because he is like literally standing like there. He's the first guy.
You take 3d6 damage and it's crit. So it's actually, I can never remember in this game. Is it doubled or double?
Double.
We just double it.
I'm fairly certain that's what we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
So
just take the damage.
22, sir.
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Don't shake your head, Joe. You're showing a sign that it hurt. It's okay. Don't need your gallbladder anyways.
I
It
think
was
he's
a
like,
crit. It was a crit.
It was a mighty strike.
I think he's liking this combat less and less.
Oh, and also, what's your threshold?
Yeah, I already went down one.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh,
Anybody would.
so you're
Nobody has a
Anybody
threshold
would.
of 22.
Yeah, really.
So,
One down,
very
we get a
quick-
strike.
very quick thing before anybody else takes their action. It is a full round action to run, and you can move up to 4 times your normal speed in a straight line, or 3 times if wearing heavy armor, carrying a heavy load.
4 times. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
So,
4 times.
24
some-
squares.
Something we forgot about here is I'm pulling up Joe's sheet. He has taken his condition modifier right on his sheet down from normal -1. Okay, it should do the rolls for you. You guys shouldn't have to, like, on air. We've just been talking about and a -1, right? The sheet should calculate that for you. So Joe's actually brought himself down the condition chart on his character sheet, and it should take care of the rolls.
Yeah, it'll automatically factor it into
Yeah,
his
yeah.
rolls.
Because we were doing it like on air, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. There's an app for that, right? Moving on.
It's right beside your hit point, so it's kind of easy.
Well, I don't have a character sheet in front of me as a DM, so I but
Same.
negligent.
The other things.
Negligent. Bash, it is your turn, and Rahal
Yay.
is on deck.
Okay, so for give me 1 second here. For second wind, when am I allowed to do that? How many times?
You-
It's
you-
once per day.
Okay, that's done. All right, I will run.
I thought it was per encounter.
Nope, it's per day.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've had this discussion before.
This is reminding me of Mummy's Mask.
Or again, Joe gets his butt whooped. Wonders why he shows up to play.
Yeah. Well, when you get to roll 6 d20s, or sorry, 8 d20s, you're going to crit every time. Sorry, Jeff. It's math.
No, it's fine. That's fine. I know you. I know you're waiting for us to start Age of Ashes again, where you can shine as supreme once more.
No, this is just math. Like we lost. So, but I'll still continue. I will charge.
For now, the numbers.
For now, I will run.
Will dwindle.
I will run. So how many squares can I run?
You're moving to 6, so you could do like a double move for 12.
No,
you
can run
move
for 4.
Oh, 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
24.
24 squares
In a straight line. So you can get to the staircase.
Hey, but at least you're not, not restricted by.
There you go. Straight run. Rah! Battle cry.
There you go.
I am done.
Awesome. Okay. Next we have Rahal.
All right. I'm gonna move a single movement down. So is there like a wall or something I can take partial cover off on the corner?
No. There's like the proverbial rail, but it's not like there's no cover here.
Okay.
There's the proverbial guide rope or whatever, but it's one of those, oh, what gorgeous vistas, and there's like, the knee-high
measure?
glass thing, or like the little, it's like nothing.
Where's the measure tool? How do you do that?
Third one from the top, fourth one from the top.
Now, we have cover from you because we're elevated and we take a knee. We're using the lip. Ha ha! You guys.
That doesn't matter,
available.
man. That guy's within my range.
Oh no, not I meant the stormtroopers that are across the pan.
I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
So within 30 squares is within the point blank for my heavy blaster pistol.
No, pistol's 20. Rifle's 30.
Heavy blaster pistol.
Any pistol. If it says pistol, it's 20. Sorry.
Okay. So he's outside, so that's a -2.
Mm-hmm. The heavy it changes your damage from D6s to D8s. There's good news there. Gotta look at the silver lining, Rahal.
Come on, baby. 18. Does that hit?
You're shooting at one of the security elite guards?
Yeah, I'm pinging him right now.
Yes.
Sweet. So 14 damage.
On the lead guy. Okay. He takes a hit, and he makes a big grunt, and he looks badly hurt. But no, he's still standing. They are elite. Elite.
And that's my turn.
Okay. I mean, he's not. he might be thinking about that pension, if you know what I'm saying, pretty soon. But okay. Next we have Merrick is up to end the round.
Okay. I fire up my jet. I move up 4, go forward by 2.
Okay, let's talk about weight and lifting and fuel consumption.
Okay.
This thing has been modified to take your bulk, right? And we could say that once you launch, like it's just in-game mechanic. They don't really get into fussy that you're larger or all that kind of thing. There's just a huge burst to get you in the air, and they've just turned it into 10 rounds of fuel to carry a person. There's no real game mechanic that I've seen for like load bearing. So what I'm going to do is say basically 2 people. Okay,
yeah, actually it's 180 kilograms.
that he can lift,
Yep.
or it can lift, and he has to be included.
Yeah, it can lift. And he has to be included. So between the two of them, as long as they're less than 180 kilograms, they're
Okay.
good.
So
God,
for you
kilograms.
Americans out there, that's easily 300, like almost 400 pounds.
It's like 350.
Yeah. Well, at least 360. It's double, or it's at least double. It's 2.2, right? So
Yeah. 180 kilograms?
Yeah.
400 pounds pretty much on the dot.
that's what I said.
No, I
Never confirmed.
believe you. I just needed to check it from my uneducated American.
that was the passive slap for Matt, who's been I can barely juggle one backseat DM. Now I got two. Matt's been very aggressive with my. Anyway, it's fine. I've invited this upon myself. 400 pounds. So how much does Poser weigh?
403.2.
How much do you guys weigh? How much does all your gear weigh? Like, is this stuff tracked? Exactly.
Yeah, it is
like,
actually tracked on your sheet. You should have a.
but Merrick is huge. Like, I'm thinking the guy's
Yeah,
got to
he
be
has
300.
He has a weight for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, currently I'm like at 42.25 something. My
No, I mean
incumbents.
your physical weight as a person. You're huge.
Oh, then you have to use the square cube law.
What?
But you don't want to know his weight. I give you a dimension, but then you have to use the square cube law to calculate his actual weight.
Or when you invented the guy, like, I think he's like 300 pounds. That would be easy.
No, I did not have a weight in mind with he weighs this much. He's big. I don't know.
How much does a Wookiee weigh?
How much does the mountain weigh? There we
Yeah,
go.
really.
Google that guy. He weighs that much.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, here we go.
And from now on, he uses twice as fuel just to wave goodbye at Poser on the ground. Be careful what we wish for.
Okay, so
Anyway, do the move. And while we're calculating this as well, I'm just thinking about, is it possible?
Dude, no,
Ophiel
you
could
don't weigh
someday-
as much as the mountain.
How much does he weigh?
You don't.
He does.
Oh,
he does.
425 pounds.
Yeah. So he's had to modify his own jetpack. Because remember what we talked about when he asked for it?
That's too damn big.
No, you've got to modify your jetpack, right?
Yeah, of
so
course,
it's
yeah.
got your
Everything's modified for Merrick.
your
Even the
jetpack-
pilot seat. Yeah.
So your jetpack is not stock; it's modified. It has extra power and all that crap just for you.
Right.
And we'll put money into it, or we have, or whatever, just so that this big pack with, like, let's say it's got the two extra little nozzles on the corners, and then there's the two main nozzles. You know, like a little 4-pack of nozzles all tight.
Why do you think I took those droid bodies?
Yeah, to lift your. No. I mean today. I mean like
Yeah.
forever. Like it's otherwise we'd have to like redo every combat. No. So it's a big pack, right?
Oh yeah, she throws out the BTUs.
Okay. So let's say modified. If it can lift 180, I'll give it another 50%. So basically half of 180 is 90. So we're
270.
talking 270 kilos. How much is that in pounds?
it is about 600.
Right. There you go. You have a 600-pound load, and you are like over 400 of it. So
Okay.
as long as you're not lifting a 200-pound guy to cap it, Poser's not 200.
No.
You're all right.
No,
Oh,
no,
I'm so happy you're skinny.
yeah. I mean, I base him off me, who is tall and lanky. I'm
Okay,
sitting at
so
100.
Now we've cleared the first hurdle of can it be done?
Yeah.
You know, because there's always that, you could try and then you roll, but there's some things in math with load bearing, whatever. You just got to figure it out. It becomes a yes or no. So now that we're on
I'd
the
say
switch to yes.
as far as mechanics go, there is an option that he can juice his pack for extra speed or movement or whatever.
And
We've
burn
gone
fuel.
and burn fuel.
Right.
We've gone over that in previous games. I'd say in order for him to do this, he'd need to juice it for sure.
Well, this is what I was saying. This is how he always opens up his back seat. It's like, you know what I do, Jeff? Well, I was in the middle of explaining what I would do. It was actually the same thing, but I'm glad we're on the same page, darling. Yeah. So basically, two dudes, not exactly twice as much. I'm not going to say like two burns, but again, you got to be rocking the 150%. So I will give you like 6 rounds instead of 10,
Yeah.
6 or 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah, burning an extra half, you're saying.
Yeah, but you're not going to have Poser all the time. You're going to drop them off.
That is correct.
So we'll say that because you're launching, that cost is going to be up front.
Sure.
So what is your movement with your pack?
6 squares per move.
Where do you want to go?
4 up, 2 forward.
Okay, so you're in air.
And at level with these peoples.
Okay. So you're just putting yourself in the sky so you got an even playing field.
That is correct.
And he's clinging to you.
Yes. He
Okay,
is.
I will tell you that if you don't land at the end of your turn, he has to start making strength checks just to hang on to you. Because you are not just carrying him safely, gently like a dolphin in a helicopter. You're in a freaking battle, baby. There's blasters. You're wiggling around. You turn. You know what I mean? He's got to hang on for dear life.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if you're going to hover, there might be problems for Poser.
I am 100% okay with that.
Okay. No problem for
Force
Merrick.
grip. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, too bad you couldn't actually like grip with force grip. Like he becomes sticky like some kind of iguana or something, right? All right. So let's just
I
assume.
don't know. He did learn some force powers from Swamp Guy, so who knows?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Merrick, place your guy where you want him, dude.
Done.
So you're just in the air and you've just moved up. And
I went
pose
up by
your-
4.
pose your-
I'm
okay,
up-
so
up
you're
20
still
feet,
you're
then
still
forward.
over the platform, but you're
Yes.
close to the edge. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a move, and I'm assuming you have a standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a.
Now, bringing your arms together, 2 hands needed for a rifle. There's a guy in the way, so you got to shoot your rifle one-handed.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a penalty for that.
That's fair.
Just -2, like just your standard. We'll just say it's
that's
difficult.
cool.
yeah.
No debates. That's cool.
Yeah.
I am just seeing. All right. Yeah. So pray and spray, lots
Okay.
of DACA in the air. My
Yes.
standard MO.
Yes.
I will use my my cool feats, which allow me to do auto fire sweep, which allows me to turn it into a conal fire.
It's pretty
And-
cool.
It's freaking amazing. And these the 3 stormtroopers that are closest to me
Yes.
are my chosen 3 disciples to receive the DACA.
The chosen 3.
Yes,
Okay.
it is for the greater good.
Spray away, sir.
Good.
One
Thank
of
you.
us.
Yeah. And one hand. So you said that I take a -2?
Yeah,
Right?
I'm sure
No.
that there's something more legal, but off the top of my head, just so I'm not like,
Yeah, no, that's cool. So I
Not
also get a
assume-
+1 because point blank, so I'm only getting a -1.
now point blank on the chart here has no penalty. It's not D&D, so unless you have a feat or something that gives you a bonus, like the point blank shot feat. Do you have that feat?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because if you have the feat, that's what you give the bonus. Like just having a point blank shot in the range just means no penalty with a gun. Because when I say point blank, it doesn't mean,
Yes,
plus
you
1
have
for
the
everybody.
feat. You have the feat point blank shot, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Plus
so
attack, plus 1
he
damage.
gets the plus. Yeah.
Okay, we're fine.
Yes. Shoot. Set that up. Boom. Only getting a -1 to attack. Oh, wait. Sweet.
Mhm.
Submito. On the dice. 15 to hit.
And you're going to spray stormtroopers.
The 3 closest to me on the higher platform.
Missed it so close. You want to use a force point?
Sure.
Burn a force point, please. How many you got left?
After this, 3.
Okay. Roll d6.
Will be Dundle. Nice. D6.
Call it luck. Call it karma. Call it the DM giving you the nudge wink. But like I said before, if you guys have if you think about it, I'll give you a gentle reminder if you're within 3. You turn a near spray miss into direct hits as you shower them with your
Love.
golden rain. What? No,
Oh, Jesus.
Stop that. Stop that.
Splick,
red.
splick.
Who changed his
slime?
his blaster bolts go from red to gold? Oh my god, who the hell did that? It's terrible.
17 points of love. Everybody.
17 points of love.
Yes.
Merrick love.
Yes.
Merrick on the opening
So you know
salvo.
it's got substance.
Opening salvo. Merrick drops the first 3 stormtroopers right out of the gate. Just frickin' drops them.
And this is why I pay him the big bucks. Folks, golf clap.
Thank you, Raul. This is difficult, just so you know.
Poser, your turn. Can I have a strength check, please?
No.
Yep.
Use those tawny muscles of yours.
I'll roll for you.
I rolled it. It's a 4.
There he goes. He slips off. Ah! Okay, so you're falling. But don't worry, you have time. It's a very long fall. So what do you want to do in the first 6 seconds of your slip off. Anyway, he pulls out his thing, no problem, you know, and just lines up a shot, turns his body, puts the shoulder out to line up the shot, right? And a gust of wind kind of picks up. And he's also piloting, like he's floating and hovering, and there's just enough slippage or whatever, and this big lanky guy, you know, hanging on to like Master Chief there. And whoop, yep, there you go.
Okay.
I'll let you have a reflex save. Oh yeah, there's no reflex save in this. Well, you fall. You have force powers. I'm sure you can do something about it.
We're still over the platform. I fall. What is that?
4 squares.
4 squares, which is what, 20 feet?
I know, but you ever like fall in bed and catch yourself? I wanted to make this big thing, and also, ah! Oh no, he's just lying there. Okay. Falling 4 squares. It's 2d6 because it's like d6 every 2 squares.
I think so. I know that's what it is in Pathfinder. I actually don't know about.
Well, you talked about falling damage and dropping objects.
Yeah.
So what's a medium-sized object that's hurled 4 squares? That would be your damage because you just hit a flat surface, as opposed to you being the receiving end and a rock hitting you.
A reflex check to soften the landing.
Nope.
It'd be an acrobatics, if anything.
We'll get to that. First, let's talk about juicy damage for Poser.
Medium would be 2d6.
That's what I thought. So you will take 7 points of damage, but if you have acrobatics, maybe you can like hit the ground and roll off like they do on the mats. Take the inertia with you and roll it up and slap the ground.
11.
No, sorry, I needed a little bit higher than that. So unfortunately, you do take 7 points.
Yep.
Because I think the DC at least it's like 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, DC 15.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
Some D20 games just post, copy, and paste certain aspects.
1d6 points of damage for every 3 meters fallen?
No, for 2 squares.
No, I'm just reading right here from Star Wars Saga Edition fandom.
It says what?
Yeah, when a creature, droid, object, or vehicle falls, make an attack roll versus fortitude defense. If the attack succeeds, the target takes 1d6 points of damage for every 3 meters fallen to a maximum of 20d6 damage. If the attack fails, the target only takes half damage.
1 square is 3 meters, so he would take 4d6. But
no,
I got to hit him.
2 squares is 3 meters.
Oh, really? Okay, so we were right on the damage, but I got to hit your fortitude save. What's the attack? What's the attack bonus?
Make an attack roll 1d20 plus 20 versus the fort.
Okay.
Do you get a hit?
No, but you know that's cool because like you get to do the suit, like you get really beefy characters that could actually go, oh, I took it. You know what I mean? That's really cool. I'm glad. 39. Oh look, the DM is rolling 39s against our force user. Isn't that a switch? Eh? Oh, I'm liking this. Thank you.
No. Use it. Burn them up here.
Yeah, honestly, that's fair. Okay, I eat 7 points of damage. I believe that means I'm flat on my face.
Yep. Now, you didn't take any actions. That's just me doing stuff to you. So
Fair.
You're down. What do you want to do?
All right, standard action. So my face is down. Conehead pivots up.
Oh, no, you're on your back.
Oh, I'm on my back.
Well, you actually land on your feet like a cat and you can fall either way.
Oh,
but
I figured it was like Pathfinder where if you take fall damage, you prone automatically.
Well, you tried to roll away, so I could say since you were rolling but screwed up the actual landing, you can be up or down your choice, but you're still prone.
Face plant. I love it.
Okay.
Conehead pivots up. I'm going to yell at the Imperial officer. Your mother was a womp rat and your father was a Jawa.
Standard procedure.
Yep, standard procedure. I'm going to, which is very odd, I'm going to use Adept Negotiator. And because he can see me and hear me, I get to make a check against his will defense to drop him down the condition track. 20.
Who are you yelling at? The Imperial officer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Against my will.
Against your will defense. If it equals or succeeds, he has dropped 1 down the condition track.
Oh my god. Would you like to use a force point to guarantee that? This guy's got a pretty... Now, when I say within 3, people are like, Jeff, why would you do that? I mean 3 below. I could have 17, 18, 19, I'm bluffing him. Or, on the other side, to help Ryan, who only missed it by 1, if he misses it by 3, and a force point could correct that, you know what I'm saying? That way it makes it fair. I'm not just coaching you guys going, roll force point Q now.
You know what? I got him to burn. I'm a burn one.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
But are you guys following that logic? Because otherwise it
Get
would
an
sound...
enhanced effect
yeah,
from
no, it
using
still
a
leaves it
force
to
point.
50-50, Jeff. We got it.
Yeah. Otherwise it sounds like I'm coaching you when to use them, and that's bad.
No. No, that makes sense. No, I can't naturally bump up force points more. I believe I have to take a feat for that.
So with a 25, I crumble to your will. I move down 1 on the track.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it takes a -1 on everything.
Ooh.
And
ow.
then, as a move action, I'm going to crawl 5 feet, or 1 square. Staying prone, because that increases my defenses.
Okay. And that's you?
Yep, that's me.
All right. The bad guys. So let's talk about what have we learned in the wonderful world of coordinated attack. What have we learned about Born Leader, Coordinate, and Trust? Well, we know coordinated attack is like a volley. I can have guys doing like a DC, like 8 other kind of thing, and it's one, like a salvo, right?
Okay, so Born Leader. Once per encounter as a swift action, you grant all allies within your line of sight a +1 insight bonus on attack rolls. This effect lasts for as long as they remain within line of sight of you.
Okay.
Coordinate. A noble with this talent has a knack for getting people to work together. When you use this talent as standard action, all allies within your line of sight grant an additional +1 bonus when they use the aid another action until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
And then what was the last one? Trust.
So, trust.
Okay. You can give up your standard action to give 1 ally within your line of sight an extra standard action or move action on his next turn to do with as he pleases.
Okay. So, out of the gate, our Imperial leader sees that you drop 3 guys, and he backs up from the aerial assault, and like turns to 90 degrees, so that not only am I, because these guys are my allies, I try to encompass everyone into my line of sight, and start shouting orders, at the guard as well as my own stormtroopers, because we're in cahoots. Okay, giving them yield +1, and that's my standard action instead of firing, right?
No. So it's a swift action for the +1 to attack, and then the standard is a +1 when they use aid another. So
okay.
if if one of them tries to aid another with by shooting for like a tracer line,
Yeah.
they get a +1
Now,
to that.
that's what's under coordinate. Like coordinate attack, is that doing the tracer
Is
thing?
the aiding? Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So because we're spending so much time, and it looks bad that I'm asking these questions, I'm gonna use my dice and just go with the rolls here. 3, 18, 2. 2, 13, 9. The last guy, 10. So the best thing I've got there with our pluses is I'm looking at like 15 tops. Anybody. Like you guys are all above 15 with your reflex.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
Even if you're like close, if you're 14, Aiden, you're prone.
well, I'm actually at 17 before prone. So
Now it doesn't up your reflex, remember? It just gives me penalties. So that way it can't be canceled. Remember that?
Yep.
Sir.
Okay. So the guard move forward to the edge position. They take a knee and they're lining up, and they're shooting at Vivesh as well as down the line. Ready to receive the charge. They just kind of dig in, shooting at him and a little bit down the line at you guys. The Imperial officer, as I said, backs up and slides along, strafes along behind to give his guys some, you could do it, right? The stormtroopers see pretty much what's going on with Buddy, and they try to spread out so they cannot be caught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about as far as we. So they can't be caught in another cone of death. Not that that's really going to help us. And are shooting up at. Oh, I forgot the officer himself because he's only doing a swift action. So they blow their 8 another roll. So I best they got is like 2 shots of 15, which isn't going to hit anyone, and that is us. Vabesh, you are up, Sir Rahal. You're on deck. What do you want to do?
Where's to the west to go in between the two?
Okay.
And then I will proceed to punch one of them.
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, punchy, punchy.
Let's zoom in here and give you a tight shot on the punching that's ensuing.
I will in a sec. Hold on.
See, and because now you were talking about Bruce Lee earlier, all I'm picturing is this bug dude running up and going, "What the?"
Punchy, punchy.
Oh yeah. I mean, is there any other? Is there any other way to go about this?
Alright. Does a 17 hit?
The guard? Yes.
Alright, for it'll be 15 damage total.
Okay. And who are you
Or sorry,
striking?
14. The one to the south
Okay.
of me.
Right.
So yeah, that'll be 14 damage, so-
Unfortunately, not the guy that so-and-so shot at, but that's okay. He takes it like a champ, almost bowls over from the impact, and looks really like he should have made a different career choice. But he's still standing. And that moves us to Rahal. Merrick, you're on deck.
Ooh. So I will take aim at the person I had shot before. I think it's this guy here. Oh, that didn't ping. Ping! Ping! Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
And I will fire upon him.
Now you got a -2, or can you move up?
Oh,
Did you
actually,
wish to-
I'll move first, yeah. Does it get me in range, though? That's a good question.
The 6 squares get you within 20.
Then
Or
yes.
something to think about in the long term. Now, also keep in mind that these guys have pistols, so if you keep them beyond range, they're beyond range. Like, they're taking negatives too as well.
Yeah, no, I'll skip on the negative myself. I think that was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. So move forward.
Okay.
And shoot! Ah, crap. I closed my character sheet like a moron.
Isn't that the worst?
Yep. Yep, it is. All right, here we go. Oh, and I get a +1 because I have point blank shot.
Yoo-hoo!
Bwahaha. Oh, that's not gonna hit. What? Attack of 0? How's that even possible?
Just the modifiers?
Condition chart?
Oh, I shouldn't be down on the condition chart. No, I'm not. How's it even possible?
How did you roll 0?
What did
Quick,
I?
he's unlearning the game. Stop him.
Yeah,
You got
no,
a
that
3
doesn't
on the
make-
dice.
Yeah, and
I
then it
mean,
says
I'm not
+4.
hitting. I'm not hitting, but
No, but
it should be 3 + 5. It should have been an 8.
there's no negative in the math.
I don't know.
But it looks like there's a double plus.
Yeah, I see that.
Plus
but-
+1. That might be why.
Anyways, 8 does not hit.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. What does Merrick do?
What does he do? Well, hell, that's highly unfortunate for stormtroopers. That's 29 squares. That's still within the range.
You got
I light
anything
him up.
New and exciting for us, or just more strafing?
Daka.
Oh, and the officer's going to be in that spread too.
He is.
You remember the good old days before this feat, which you never knew which kind of bomb or grenade he was going to throw? Now it's just spray this and single feet pony that. I hope you guys level soon.
I
Maybe
do
we'll see
too.
something new. Maybe after this fight.
Oh, me too. My next level's a doozy.
Oh,
We'll see. We'll see.
could be a Festivus for the rest of us. So, yes. Yeah, just straight on up Daka in their general direction. Just
Okay.
Bedooshed. Boom. Shamito. Roll them bones. Attack of 14. You know what? Force point away, my friend.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
I channel. For Merrick, channeling the Force is like pooping.
Just for the record, what level are you guys right now? 5th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoo. Force point. Rolled it. We had a 14. I add 6 to that. Well, I add a d6. Meh. 15.
So 5 points of damage to everybody.
Just 5?
Unless the 15 hits.
Yeah, unless a 15 hits. It doesn't.
No. You want to use a force point?
I did.
Just to get 15?
Yes, I rolled a 1.
Sorry.
It's
So
no, don't be.
half damage, rounding down.
Yeah, so that's 5.
Yeah. But you know what? With 3 stormtroopers left and the Imperial officer, those are good hits. They're getting shoot up.
Well,
They,
that was my intention going into this.
I was trying to do them harm.
And it happened. No, love.
Oh, love. Oh, sorry.
Trying to get the PG rating here, man.
Okay.
It's like Care Bears.
How is this anything like a Care Bear episode?
They shot tummy lasers, and don't you tell me it's anything else.
Okay. It was a good thing it's sci-fi, because if we were playing fantasy, that would be tummy swords.
Tummy fireballs or tummy magic missiles.
That would totally kill our rating. All right. So, with some big hits all around, the battle ensues. You guys are in the meat of it. I mean, you've got Poser lying on the ground, crawling around, shouting insults. Merrick is hovering like a floating turret. Half the stormtroopers are gone, and now he's seriously wounded the other half of that squad. Vabesh is in the middle, kung-fuing, mixing it all up. And Rahal is making his way, doing that lone, just walking up the thing, just straggling along. And we will see you next time on We Shot First.